So, as you might be able to see, I moved back to my dorm in college, and I'm back in bed because I like to make videos from my bed because it's so comfy and stuff. This isn't, as you might have noticed, my normal dorm room. Living in a different residence hall over the summer, but I'm gonna be back in my same old room come like 2 months from now, less than that, and I'll be back in my usual spots, but I'm in this room for now. Maybe I'll make another video about that, but whatever. So I've been gone a long time again, probably no surprise because I suck at keeping a schedule and actually posting videos and stuff. I wasn't having really any intentions of making a video today, except for something came up and I just really wanted to talk about that. You might have noticed it by now by the title of this video. I want to talk about anxiety and just not so much like medical ends of it, just my experience with it. The truth is, I probably had anxiety at least a little bit my whole entire life, but I started noticing more symptoms of it kick in when I was a senior in high school, which was what year was it? It was fall of 2013 and spring of 2014. I graduated in 2014, so I probably started noticing it at the beginning of my senior year, and it wasn't that bad while I was in high school. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera a lot. Just ignore it. But as you can tell, this video is really unscripted because I'm doing the camera's shaky, but whatever. I started noticing more of it kick in once I started college, and really at the beginning of college, early September of last year, so September 2014 is when I really started to notice it, because I actually had my first full-on panic attack in my dorm, and it was miserable and terrible and stuff. And I don't know, I just want to talk about this experience, what I've been going through, but I haven't really been telling many people about it. Anxiety is a really stressful condition. I haven't been formally diagnosed with an anxiety disorder yet because I just haven't decided to go in and see a doctor or anything about it, but I really wouldn't be surprised if I did have an actual general anxiety disorder, because what happens is everyone feels anxious about things sometimes, right? That's just a normal part of life. It's a normal emotion. We all feel anxious at some point in our lives, but for it to be a disorder is when maybe you're not constantly anxious, because you can have an anxiety disorder, but you're not anxious every second of the day. I guess some people can, I'm not, but when it's just such a frequent problem and it starts interfering with your life, maybe your relationships, your schoolwork, your actual work, your hobbies, friendships, your relationships with your family, with a partner, whatever, it starts having a negative impact on it because you're anxious so much. And so yeah, I had my first full-on panic attack in September, and it just sucked. Panic attacks suck because really bad ones I have sometimes, you feel like you can't breathe, you're hyperventilating, your mind is just racing, you are not thinking logically at all, your mind's everywhere, and it's terrible. So it feels like you're dying. It literally feels like you're having a heart attack and you're dying. And you can be crying uncontrollably, you just cannot calm down for whatever reason. You know, usually we might get upset about something, but you know, you take a few deep breaths and relax, but during a panic attack, it feels like you are physically incapable of calming down no matter what you do, and they can last for a couple seconds or they can last probably for hours. I had a really long one back in early May. It was the day right before I moved home, and my brother came and visited me and helped me move some of my stuff back home, and he left, and I have some issues with my home and stuff, so I really wasn't looking forward to coming home, so I just actually had a full-on panic attack, and at that point all my friends were pretty much gone from school, and I was just alone, and I was hyperventilating and freaking out, and I could not relax, and I eventually went to my CA, who lived next door. If you don't know a CA, it's like an RA. It stands for Community Advisor. It's like the person that just sort of takes care of everything on the floor. And I went to my CA, and I'm just like sobbing apart. And I never had to go to the CA before, but at that point I'm just like, I can't calm down. I don't want to be alone. You know, help me. Just stay with me. And you know, he was amazing. He was like, Sammy, he gave me a juice box, which was really nice. For a while he's like, oh my god, do we need to like call the paramedics? I'm like, no, we don't have to. No, don't do that. He actually got the floor advisor, the on-call floor dorm advisor, something like that, involved, and yeah, it was a terrible experience. It was just god awful. Oh my god. So that happens, but then, you know, anxiety is not always full on panic attacks. It's just this feeling of anxiety, of anxiousness, of nervousness, and you just can't settle down. And lately, and I go through periods of where it's worse and periods where it's not as bad. Recently I've been having at least one round of anxiety every day for the last couple of days, and which is what kind of prompted me to make this video, because I think I started getting worse anxiety after like March, like in April. Things just got worse, and I think part of that is because I went on Mirena, and that just like made my anxiety just worse and horrible. I'll make a separate video on that sometime. I looked online and said actually one of the side effects of Mirena can be increased anxiety or depression. I actually did get a little bit of depression from it. I didn't really tell anyone because I knew everyone's going to tell me it was in my mind, which leads me to another thing, is any type of mental health disorder, where it's anxiety or depression or whatever, people have the tendency to kind of tell you it's all in your mind. Please don't do that. That's the worst thing to hear. You wouldn't tell somebody who has cancer that it's all in their mind, would you? No, you wouldn't. So don't tell somebody that has an anxiety disorder or depression or any type of mental health disorder that's all in their mind. It's not. Another thing too is when you're talking to somebody who's anxious, you just say, oh, just take a few deep breaths and calm down. People suffering from anxiety, it's not that easy. It's not just as simple as, oh, calm down. If I could just tell myself to calm down, I wouldn't have this. Okay? I wouldn't. So, just know it's not that easy. Again, going back to if you knew somebody with cancer, you wouldn't just tell them, oh, just feel better. Get better. Well, I guess, and expect them to just get better because you told them to get better. No, it doesn't work that way. I don't know. And I don't know how to end this video, so I'm just gonna end it here. I just wanted to vent. I really just wanted to vent about it and my experience with it. And if you or somebody, you know, has anxiety, go to the doctor, get diagnosed, something like that.